Good morning, everyone. We're starting off cold this morning. Frost advisories continue for all of the Ozarks. The county shaded in that lighter blue. That does include Greene County. For 4 counties shaded in that freeze warning, that brighter blue, that also goes until 9 a.m. this morning. We are 20 to 30 degrees colder than we were at this time yesterday. 29 in Mountain Grove, 29 in Springfield, 27 up in Lake Ozark. Winds are calm. That is aiding in the frost development and aiding in those temperatures tumbling into the 20s this morning. By this afternoon, no worries. We'll be in the 60s. Plenty of sunshine, giving it the grade of a B. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine again, temperatures in the 70s, but breezy conditions. Fire weather watch in place for all of us from 7 a.m. through 7 p.m. tomorrow morning. I do expect red flag warnings to be issued either later today or early tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 60s today, mostly starry skies tonight with temperatures in the 40s, tomorrow in the lower 70s, and a whole lot of sunshine. There is some fire concerns today with winds anywhere between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Then watch what happens tomorrow. Gusts anywhere between 30 and 45 miles per hour, which is why there is some fire concern as we head throughout the day on Saturday. So here's what you can expect. Fire dangers both days. Some good news is relief is on the way. Rain moves in on Sunday. Rain chances continue into Monday with some cooler temperatures. Totals are still uncertain. Up to an inch is possible for a lot of us. Again, something that we still have to really nail down in the forecast. But otherwise, showers Sunday and Monday. A chance of showers on Tuesday. Temperatures starting to warm back up after 50s both Sunday and Monday. And then we'll make it into the 70s by the middle and end of next week.
All right, Beth, thank you. New this morning, Springfield public school leaders say they have a plan to create and sustain a learning environment that supports all students. Caller 10's Nija McDonald joins us now to explain what this new program is and how it's expected to help students. Nija, good morning.
Yeah, Jen, well, good morning. Excuse me. SPS has created a Focus Area 5 Equity and Diversity curriculum, which is now a part of the district's strategic plan. Now, this is the district's second year to undergo equity and access training, which involves relevant and recent topics like the death of George Floyd. SPS is also working to recruit and retain people of color. Robin Fondren is a Springfield school counselor and says this is the part where we all must lean into discomfort in order to learn and grow.
Lean into that discomfort and ask yourself, why is this uncomfortable to me? Is it because I need to learn more about this information? Is it because I need to do more self-reflection? Because we can't help others until we are more self-aware about what we need to do, what we need to grow, how we need to be better people, because this is all this is about. And there's not a stopping point where it's like, okay, we're good people now, we're better people. It's a constant growth, a constant learn.
Well, SPS has more than 3,000 employees, all of which receive this training, no matter what their role is within the district.
Nija McDonald reporting this morning. Thank you. And some news around the region. Hot Springs, Arkansas's school district students may see a bus rolling into their neighborhood with a different purpose than transportation. Instead, there are shelves of books instead of seats there. It's a library on wheels, typically only used during the summer months, but this year the school district is using it for students who can't be in the classroom. The district says as soon as students get on the bus, they can pick out their favorite book, and librarians on board can help with any problems they may face while learning from home. They view it as a way to bring school right to the student's front door.
This is a small piece of normalcy. It's a small piece of the people at our schools that our kids know and they love and they appreciate.
The bus runs every Thursday and has a total of 5 stops. And get this, they also have a food truck that comes out and gives students free meals.
Mask mandates have been a hot topic, and it's no different in Jefferson County, where the local health department said last night during a board meeting that no mandate would be passed. Instead, the department plans to start a community campaign to share resources. Even though a mandate wasn't on the agenda, it did not stop a division before the meeting. Some residents would not come inside because masks were required. Although a mask mandate is off the table for Jefferson County right now, some wish it were still an option.
We're not going to have a mask mandate. We have to figure out how to get this county to take this virus seriously at this point. There's no way that just continuing to make recommendations is going to change anything.
The health department director says more about the campaign will be released in the coming weeks.
The fire chief of a small rural Missouri town is off the job after getting into a fight with police officers during a traffic stop. Bourbon, Missouri police say an officer stopped an SUV for speeding and running a stop sign. That's when the town's fire chief and 2 others exited the SUV and were told to get back in the vehicle. A statement quotes the fire chief as saying, "I run this town. You cannot tell me what to do." The Bourbon police officer called for backup and a fight began between 3 officers and the suspects. The fire chief has been suspended while an investigation is completed.
In news from around America, this year's fire season rages on along the West Coast, with hot temperatures, barely any rain, and heavy winds, all proving to be a destructive combination. Wildfires are decimating communities in several states and forcing mandatory evacuations. Colorado's Cameron Peak fire officially became the state's largest fire ever recorded, burning more than 160,000 acres of land. Meanwhile, thousands of firefighters in California are battling roughly 24 blazes across the state. Health officials say the massive amounts of fires are producing thick clouds of smoke and ash, causing pollution levels to rise and air quality to drop.
The NSRA Mid-America Street Rod Nationals are back at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds this weekend for its 37th annual event. This is labeled as the area's largest automotive event. Organizers are expecting nearly 1,700 pre-1990 specialty vehicles. They'll be on display throughout the event with awards given out at the end. You can check it out today through Sunday from 8 to 5 each day. Tickets are $19 for adults and $6 for kids 6 to 12. Anyone under 6 gets in for free.
And if street rods are not really your thing, there's something else you can do this weekend. Maybe you'll want to head out to Stockton for the Stockton Lake PRCA Rodeo. It's happening tonight and tomorrow night, beginning at 7 at the Agape Ranch area in Stockton. For tickets and information, you can contact the Stockton Chamber of Commerce at 417-276-5213.
The Kitchen Inc. in Springfield plans to open its new location on Monday. And as the nonprofit makes the move, its donation center and support services are going to close for parts of next week. Just want to let you know about that. The donation center will be closed between October 19th and 23rd. Support services will close on the 22nd and 23rd. Rare Breed and the emergency shelter will not close. The kitchen's new location is at 730 North Glenstone. It'll open up on Monday, October 26th. Now here's a look at what's coming up for you on CBS This Morning.
Coming up, 2 town halls, 2 different messages. Will they change any minds about the presidential election? Plus, the legendary Norman Lear is having the time of his life with his reboot of One Day at a Time. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Talking about some things you see trending right now. Everyone visits YouTube, right? YouTube has come out to say that they are going to ban any QAnon videos and has started to do so yesterday, actually, terminating tens of thousands of those videos, and it's citing challenges there, saying that it's, the content on YouTube's always shifting and evolving. It's necessary to take another step, though. Quote, "We want to take another step in our efforts to curb hate and harassment." So YouTube has come out to say that they're going to start policing those a bit more and removing the conspiracy theories from QAnon in those videos.
And as always on the internet, the talk is, people supporting this decision and people against this decision. So interesting to see that and how people are responding to those news from YouTube this morning.
Very much so.
Yeah. And then also trending this morning is what was supposed to be a debate last night.
Yeah.
Both President Trump and Joe Biden having separate town halls. And that is all the talk this morning as well, with people catching up on those highlights and how they answered certain questions, specifically about coronavirus as well.
And people do need to catch up on that because they did run at the same time there. So I know some people were flipping back and forth. I knew some people undecided or leaning one way, so they wanted to watch the other side. So it was a little tough to see, but there's a lot of that out online now to be able to check out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because they were going on at the same time. So it is good to catch up the next morning and compare certain answers to the same questions.
Yeah. And as it stands now, that final debate was supposed to happen a week from yesterday, Thursday. That's still on schedule to happen in person in Nashville, Tennessee, as far as we know.
Okay.
We'll keep looking at that and see if it actually happens.
Right.
You never know. All right. You also never know with our weather here locally.
That's also very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like look at this, up and then down and then up. I mean, we're just all over the place. We've got 20s on the map this morning. Jackets needed as you're heading out early this morning. We're going to make it into the 60s by this afternoon, into the 70s tomorrow. We've got 50s, though, Sunday and Monday as rain moves in, which is something that we really need. Very welcoming sight on the 7-day, some rain chances. Then we've got mostly cloudy skies Tuesday, possibly some rain chances again. We'll start to warm back up the roller coaster into the 60s. And then it looks like we're going to make it back into the middle 70s by the middle and end of next week.
At that.
I cannot make this up.
It's like a
everywhere.
roller coaster at
All
Silver
over.
Dollar City, but it's just a 7-day forecast. Thanks, Beth. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. Have a great weekend.